Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bianca, the excellent wife and mom, and I am so glad that you're here. So, happy August. Can you believe it's August already? I'm like, wow. But I hope you had a great July. We sure had an adventure-filled one. So, of course, we continue to boat and swim. Boating season isn't over here until October, so we go every weekend or a couple times a week. And so we both in the ocean and the lake, we split our time between both places. So we were in both. In this past weekend, there was a storm that was coming on the lake, and we had quite the adventure getting back, but we made it back safely. And so I thank God. I was like praying in tongues, but we made it. Thank God. We visited the homeless shelter here, and I was so impressed of the way, the compassion for the homeless or people, just going through challenging times, and the way that the staff treated the people and just the whole setup, and they're expanding. So we did that. It was July 4th, so we were out on the boat for that. I think we went to the country club for dinner afterwards, and we saw fireworks from our home because they do it down the street at the park, and we are right here, so we just sit outside and watch them. We did some kayaking, canoeing, paddle boating, swimming. So doing all the water things because we enjoy it. And then while we were out one day, my kids caught a frog, and I learned that frogs chirped. I never knew that, but this little frog was chirping like a bird, and I was impressed, but they knew it. I'm amazed at the things that they know. So sometimes your kids, they can be a lot smarter than you in some things, and they proved that to me time and time again. We went bowling. We picked up our family pass. I don't know if I mentioned it here because I do have my, let's pull that down, sorry guys. But I do have my fitness channel, so they know a lot of stuff. To go in there and just talk. But we got our family pass for track season, so this is our first time going to the track as owners. So our horse is going to race in a few days, so we're really excited. I'm always excited when my kids get to experience something new. That's my anticipation. I think most parents are. And they've been going to the track for a few years, but this time they get to go and sit in the owner. It's a whole hoopla with it, so we're looking forward to that for them. We did, so usually in June and July they have the summer track meet series, and we do every Tuesday races, but we only got to do one this time because we were out of town for most of them. And then we made one, and then one of them was rained out when we were here. And then the last one, which was last week, we had just gotten back in town on Monday, and then I totally forgot about it on Tuesday. So that was our track season. So while we were down south, our friends, my really good friend and prayer partner and her family, they came down, and we all hung out. They're a homeschooling family too, so we hung out for a week with them, and that was so much fun, and fun for the kids as well. And then you might have seen, if you subscribe to my channel, my girls' little short videos, the shorts, so they started doing those, so you'll see them popping up. That's their thing now, and I like it for them because I saw, with my son, he became a better speller and reader from doing his little videos on his channel. So I am a fan of that. I'm like, go for it. And my daughter, I see her spelling's picking up too. So there's a tip. It's good for your kids. I think anything kids are interested in, they're gonna learn it, and they're gonna, you don't have to be after them. They'll adjust. They'll ask you a few times, how do you spell this? Then they get it. Or they'll, Alexa, how do you spell this? And they memorize it. So that's kind of what we've been doing. We, of course, went to the library a few times. We were there yesterday. Kids are doing art class there. So they have an art class on every Monday. The boys are doing Tween Club there, and that's every Thursday. So they've been going when we're in town here. I was so impressed with my son. So he goes to the library. He gets these kid entrepreneur books and these business books. And so today we were at the library and he was talking to these two people about business stuff. And then afterwards, the man came up to me. He was like, "You're so smart." He's like, "You're doing a really good job with him." And then we were down south, and we were in the pool, and there was a couple there that we hadn't met them before. So the guy was talking again to my boys, and they were he was talking business like they were men, and my boys were, just going back and forth. So he came up to me. He's like, "Your children are so smart." So they're advanced when it comes to that stuff, and they made up this game. They've been playing this game, and I'm overhearing them. "You're in debt to me, whatever." And I'm like, playing games like that, but they do. And so like I'm yelling from the next room, "The borrower is slave to the lender." So I'm like, "Oh, man, nothing but love." So I'm shouting the scriptures to them. But that's some game they made up, and they've been playing it every day, and they think it is so fun. We're still reading the book of Proverbs, and we've read through about Sodom and Gomorrah because the boys wanted to know about that. So we read that in Genesis, and we also read it in Jasher, the book of Jasher. So, and we've been kind of bouncing around. Like, there's different stories and different things they want to know about or they ask about. I treat the Bible as the standard. So this, or if they come across some knowledge that kind of sketchy or any kind of knowledge, this is what the scriptures say. So we're always just reading and bouncing around, but our book right now is Proverbs that we've been going through. And we also, while we're down south, we watch Superbook and Veggie Tales. They watch a couple of other things. That guy Chris, which I like him. He's really funny. He makes those videos with these different characters from the Bible, and I think he's so funny. So we watch his videos too. We went to the amusement park and met up with some other homeschoolers. So you might see a video with that in it. So, and then we went to the splash pad, which is right down the road from our house. So we did that a couple of times this week. And then the kids did modern dance camp this past week. And the boys enjoyed it because I told them, you don't have to go. But they said, "We'll try it." And they actually enjoyed it. So that was the first time that the dance museum put that on. And it was like 12 to 4 for 2 days. And they all took it and they all enjoyed it. So they'll probably do that again next year. And, when they're here, they do their math workbooks. When we're at the other house, we'll do, same thing, different workbooks, but just all review right now. And we're listening to this book called The Watsons Go to Birmingham, 1963. And so every time we're in the car, we listen to this, and we listen for a minimum of like 30 minutes, and sometimes we just sit because it is such a good story. And so that's the chapter book that we're listening to right now. And then the boys like Ethan Long, that's their author. And there a couple of other books, I forget who the authors are, but that's what they read on their own. And we record all the books in Beanstack because that's where we're doing our stuff at the library. And then the girls, Elephant and Piggy, anything by Mo Willems, they are totally in there. They go to the library and pick the same books. My older daughter got a new one today. But they all Mo Willems. And then she got, my daughter, the older one, she got a new one, something new. She got 2 new books today. One by Mo Willems, but another author, and I can't remember who it is, but she was happy to get those books. So anyway, and so we take walks through our neighborhood, and there's this family here who they put out these models of the solar system throughout the neighborhood. So if you walk, you have the little plaques, and you read about like the solar system, then about sun. It has little models of like the earth, and then the sun is like ginormous hanging from this tree on another block, and then it just goes like all down. And so it's like an older gentleman who does this, and his family, his son and his wife and kids, they put this all up. But they're such a sweet family. They always do kind of these cool educational displays about the neighborhood at different times of the year. So we've been just walking through and reading about the solar system through that. And that's pretty much what we did or have been doing in July. So like I said, our horse will be racing in a few days. And so we're excited about that. We're probably going back down south for a few weeks. And just, this is really like the last month before school. Kids go back to school. They go back, I think, early September. And so stuff will be closing up. So we try to enjoy August to the fullest, even though the temperatures here aren't that hot. It's like 75, 78, 77. And I like it hot because we're down south. I like that 90, 95, between 85, 95 and up. And I like that weather. So anyway, ladies, thank you for joining me. Let me know what you did in July and what you're going to do in August. Are you guys planning for your school year? Like ours go from January to December. So we'll be wrapping up at the end of the year and then go to a new school year. So that's kind of how we do it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Love you. God bless you. And I will see you again real soon. Bye.